All right. Good morning, everyone. This is Will Becker with today's motivational movie review. And the movie that I'm going to talk about is Remember the Titans. It's a 2000, the year was 2000, American film centered on the year 1971, where desegregation was going on in schools in Virginia. And I nicked myself this morning. The four primary characters in this film are Coach Herman Boone, played by Denzel Washington, Coach Bill Yost, played by Will Patton, Julius Campbell, played by Wood Harris, and Jerry Bertier, played by Ryan Hurst. Now, for those of you that don't know, the 60s and 70s in the United States was filled with a lot of racism, racial aggression, people working for equal rights for blacks in the United States. And the reason that I'm talking about this film today is because of the relationship between Julius and Jerry. In the previous school, Julius was the team captain, and he led the all-black football team. He's a great player. And Jerry was the white football team captain before the schools came together and made the new school T.C. Williams High School. Because Julius and Jerry are both leaders, they had trouble working together. Sorry about that. Until the point where they're having an argument, and if I remember the lines correctly, Jerry says to Julius that he has a poor attitude or something along those lines. And Julius says to Jerry, attitude reflects leadership. And when that happened, Jerry realized he needed to make some changes because his leadership was failing the team. It was also failing himself. That, to me, is the most important part of the film, because when Jerry and Julius get over their conflict with each other, they bring the whole team together. What that symbolizes in our own lives is that when we are willing to look past stereotypes or misconceptions, differences that other people have, that we find what it sets the example for is that when we move past those things we thought were true and we learn the truth about someone, it allows us to then go ahead and work with someone or move past those differences. I can give you a perfect example. When I was a missionary for my church, I worked with another young man, and because of some misconceptions by the missionary leaders about this young man, I went into the experience on guard, not sure how things were going to play out. I was made the senior missionary in the companionship. And about 2 to 3 weeks into it, I realized that the misconceptions of this young man were based on his past associations with other missionaries. When he was given the opportunity to serve with a... Boy, this is going to sound like I'm tooting my own horn. With a slightly higher caliber missionary, he went to work. Yeah, he had his own things that he struggled with like everyone else. But he was willing to do the work and to be a missionary. One of my favorite scenes in the film is when Jerry takes Julius over to his house for Sunday dinner. And maybe it's my Army brat heritage. Maybe it's that I try to look past, and I learned growing up in the Army to try to look past people's first impressions or their poor showing the first time you meet them. But Jerry introduces Julius to his mom as my brother. Now, his mom had some hesitations about this at first. And it took her some time to get over them. Another thing that happens in the film is that Jerry's best friend, Ray, gets released from the team because he won't accept the changes to the team. He won't accept that the black players, he won't cover them on the field. So there's a lot of different interactions that play into that. And the movie is filled with rich, wonderful characters. Now, this is based on real life events. And at the end of the film, it gives a little update on the different people from the film. Two of my favorite supporting characters from the film are Lastic and Sunshine. They are fantastic supporting characters. Another one of my supporting characters has got to be Rev. Maybe it's because I'm religious. Maybe it's because I love that he tries to be the best self that he can be. And he really sets himself a high standard to live by. There are some tragic events in the film which go to what happened in real life, but also play out in a way that shows the relationship between these young men. And the reality is that if we will put aside whatever misconceptions or beliefs we have about someone else based on race, based on gender, based on hair, based on piercings, based on no piercings, based on they're a churchgoer or not a churchgoer, you can find some amazing friends in life and some people that will lift you up and give you strength and support you through your challenges. On my way over this morning to the office, I remembered that Remember the Titans was one of the first films I bought through iTunes because I wanted to be able to watch it at my convenience. My friends, I hope you got value from this video. If you haven't seen this film, I'd highly encourage you to go out and watch it in whatever ways most convenient for you. I think you'll greatly enjoy it. If you get value from this video, please like and share it. You can find all of my social media feeds over at ironwill.net. And there you can also find the self-education page, which lists books, podcasts, and man, I just lost the YouTube channels of inspirational, motivational people for the entrepreneurial inclined. My friends, thanks again, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Make it a great day.